The recipient of the 2013 Lifetime Achievement Award is Art Van Elslander, a man who is known far and wide as simply Art Van. Art is the founder of Art Van Furniture. Art's roots run deep. The first Art Van store opened in 1959. It was a 4,000 square foot building on the corner of Gratiot and 10 Mile Road here in Detroit. And over the past 55 years, the enterprise has expanded to the point where there are now 36 Art Van Furniture stores in the state of Michigan. Art's business savvy and has earned him respect throughout the furniture industry. In 2009, he was named the Retailer of the Year by Furniture Today, the vanguard publication of the National Home Furnishings Association. And he's also a member of the American Furniture Hall of Fame. But our reason for giving Art this award tonight is because of his generous and open-handed charity for those in need. Giving back to the community has been a priority for Art Van Elslander since the very beginning. Over the years, he and his company have given support for those with disabilities, those who are homeless, and for better education for underprivileged youth. In 2009, Art Van Furniture initiated the Art Van $1 Million Charity Challenge, donating $5 million to 150 Michigan charities, including Forgotten Harvest, Gleaners Community Food Bank, and Focus Hope. Van Elslander has also supported the St. John Providence Health System, Henry Ford Hospital, and the Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. He's made significant contributions to the Van Elslander Cancer Center, the Van Elslander Neurosciences Center at St. John Providence Health System, the Van Elslander Center at St. Vincent de Paul, and the David Hermelin Brain Cancer Center at Henry Ford Health System. Art is also the recipient of the President's Leadership Award given by the Children's Leukemia Foundation of Michigan. The spirit of St. Nicholas is never far from his heart. In 1990, he made a donation to the Michigan Thanksgiving Day Parade, saving the organization from a major financial crisis. Since then, he's been a major contributor each year, assuring the parade's continued success, and it's now known as America's Thanksgiving Parade. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to bestow on Art Van Elslander the 2013 St. Nicholas Institute Lifetime Achievement Award. And receiving the award on behalf of his father is his son, David Van Elslander.
Thank you, Tom and Father Joe. Good evening. I'm honored to be here this evening to accept this St. Nicholas Institute Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of my father, Art Van Elslander. He is certainly in some very distinguished company tonight and regrets that he can't be here with all of us. My dad and tonight's other deserving honorees are recognized for living the spirit of Christmas 365 days a year. And there's no question that my dad selflessly, enthusiastically, and genuinely lives his life and runs his company that way. Many of you may not know this, but I grew up in a house with 9 siblings. I'm the youngest of 3 boys, and I have 7 sisters. So I'm sure you can only imagine what Christmas was like at my house. Well, it was filled with a lot of things. Chaos, noise, a big mess, excitement, anticipation, fun, laughter, and most of all, a lot of smiles and love. I have only wonderful memories of Christmas, and as you can imagine, my father liked to do things up pretty big, especially on the outside of our house. We had a Santa sleigh with reindeer on the roof, lights everywhere, and yeah, it was pretty over the top, so Clark Griswold really had nothing on my dad. And the magic continued when my brothers and sisters and I began to have children of our own. My dad would have Santa come to the house and read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and I could just see the awe in the grandkids' eyes. It was something magical. So, you know, maybe that's why Christmas really is the most wonderful time of the year. It makes believers out of everyone. It's an enchanted season that brings out the best in all of us. It makes all of us pause and take note of what is most important in our lives, and we count those blessings, and we give thanks for those blessings. Someone once said Christmas isn't a time of year, it's a feeling that you put in your heart, or that you place in your heart. I think my father always has had this kind of Christmas spirit. Maybe that's why the Thanksgiving Day Parade is so important to us. After helping to ensure America's Thanksgiving Day Parade remained part of Detroit's storied history, my father, my brothers, my sisters, and all the grandchildren have walked Woodward and the Woodward Avenue for the past 24 years in the parade. I may be a little bit biased, but I think this is one of his greatest gifts that he has given to our city. In 2012, my dad wanted to share even more of the fairy tale holiday experience with families across Michigan, so he created Art Van Wonderland at our flagship stores in Warren and Grand Rapids. Much like what Wally and Irene Bronner's Frankenmuth store and the old Hudson's department store mean to many of you, my dad envisions Art Van Wonderland becoming a favorite destination for families, excuse me, each Christmas where they can create long-lasting memories for their families. Last year, for instance, we installed over 1 million lights, hung thousands of yards of garland throughout the showrooms, built a special house for Santa and his reindeer. You guys remember, right? No problem. And we planned a lot of promotions. Well, the plan is to keep adding to that magic year after year, and it's really my dad's way of giving back to all of the families who have supported us and my family for the past 5 decades. The magic of the season is not something you can buy, not something you can bottle, but the more you share, the more magic you spread. The St. Nicholas Institute has shared this very special honor with my dad and the entire Art Van family. So on behalf of my father, Art Van Elslander, I want to express his heartfelt thanks. He is humbled to know he is in the same company as the Bronner family, whose name is synonymous with Christmas, as well as tonight's other honorees. Thank you again, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. God bless you all.